folks, we have with us today the Pilot personal carry-on bag from Bihn. As you may be aware, the Pilot can also be used as an everyday carry briefcase, and that's exactly how I've been using it. I'm excited to give you a tour of the bag and show you what's packed inside. The Pilot that I have is made out of black 1050D ballistic nylon fabric on the outside. You can also get the Pilot in this fabric in a number of other colors. In addition to the ballistic nylon, Bihn offers the Pilot in a 400D halcyon ripstop nylon for the exterior if you prefer. The ballistic nylon has a little more structure and it weighs a little more than the halcyon. The halcyon is not only lighter weight but also more pliable, so depending on what you want in terms of the structure of the bag. The other thing to note about ballistic nylon is that if you're going to be in any sort of extreme conditions, the ballistic nylon will take more wear and tear. In terms of the design, you have 3 front compartments and a main compartment that all have YKK AquaGuard zippers, and the fabric is lined with a clear urethane coating. And that makes sure that the contents of your bag stay dry even when it's wet outside. There's also a pocket on the back of the Pilot, runs the width of the Pilot. It's open at the top, and at the bottom has a zipper which you can undo. I've actually not done this on the Pilot I have on the Co-Pilot, but you can undo this zipper and slide the Pilot onto a suitcase. If I had a suitcase handy, I would show you, but my basement is all packed up right now, which is where the suitcases that we no longer use are stored. So YKK AquaGuard zippers, symmetrical design left and right, at least on the outside. On the inside it's a little different. Speaking of the inside, let's take you there. The Pilot is lined with a 200D halcyon ripstop nylon. So the grid you see here on the halcyon is similar to the grid you might see on the exterior. The grid may be light or dark depending on the halcyon you choose. So with this pocket, and I'm just going to fold it down to show you a couple of things. One of the beautiful things about the Bihn designs is that all of the seams are finished, so you're not seeing 2 pieces of fabric that were stitched together with the pieces exposed. They actually cover it, and that ensures that the seams won't tear. The bags are just designed to last for a really long time. So let me show you what's inside. I have a small tripod. It also becomes a selfie stick. So when it's just me, to help me get pictures. I have here this is a second aid pouch. I actually use this to organize my adapters and batteries and things like that. I have here a spork. I'm all about the food. I have my Bihn sketchbook in the pocket. This pocket is designed to take an iPad mini. Hey Jaden, can I borrow the iPad mini real quick, buddy? Can I borrow your iPad mini real quick? Yeah. Thank you. I have here attached to an O-ring via a, you like the color coordination? This is also Island, just like the interior fabric. An Island key strap. This is the longer 8-inch key strap. And this is a mini padded organizer pouch. Thanks, man. This is a mini padded organizer pouch with a pair of earphones inside. So we have here a iPad mini and a Logitech case, and that slides very nicely into that pocket. The other thing I have in here is the rest of the tripod for attaching the phone. And so this pocket runs to the bottom, as does the iPad pocket. So I get confused sometimes about which pocket is which when I'm in the car. Don't ask me why, but to help me stay organized, what I did is I put a cord pull on the zipper on this compartment. This is the compartment with the red pill. So this pocket is organized a little differently and holds a few different things for me. Another key strap. I love the fact that these are available in so many different colors now because it helps me identify, even if I can't see what's attached to it, the color helps me identify what is there. So my keys, my wallet, and then just floating loose in here I have tissue, gum, lotion. And then the pockets here, this pocket is actually designed to take a phone. I have a multi-tool in here, but I'll show you real quick. My iPhone 7 fits nicely in there. A 7 Plus wouldn't, so you know, if you have a larger phone, that's something to keep in mind. You find a different use for that pocket. And the way that these pockets have been designed is they're stitched such that they don't go all the way to the bottom. And as you saw, that keeps the phone very accessible when it's in there if you use it for a phone. And my very cool Bihn pen. I love the sketch pad and pen, by the way. Thank you very much for that. The lip balm, which I always have with me, and then a laser. And so that's the other side pocket. I'll slide these back inside. Out of the way. And then in the middle compartment, I have a hydro flask. This one's a 16 ounce only because my niece has my 20 ounce one, but the 20 ounce will fit in here. The hydro flask is great because it doesn't leak, but the nice thing about the design of the Pilot is this pocket, which is designed for not only a water bottle, but you could put a folding umbrella in here. There's a hole at the bottom, so any condensation from the umbrella or any spills from your bottle won't puddle inside of the Pilot. They'll make their way out. So let me turn this around. I'll take this opportunity to point out the fact that we have on here the absolute shoulder strap from Bihn, which is an upgrade option. You can also get it with the standard strap, which I'll show you is what I have here on the Co-Pilot. And before we go into the main compartment, I'll point out that this is a very nice spot, not only for magazines or other reading material, but I like keeping a shop bag in here. This is the small size shop bag, and especially if you're not traveling by car, if you're stopping at the grocery store on your way home and want to, you know, pick up some things, they fit nicely in there. You could probably put a couple of shop bags in there. So onto the main compartment, I have a notebook, and then I have an iPad, a 12-inch MacBook. You could also put an iPad in here. You could put a 13-inch MacBook Pro in there, or MacBook Air. You have a couple of organizational pockets. I have in this one a battery and a deck of cards, and these also run to the bottom of the bag. On this side, again, different key straps. So my eyeglass cleaner, and then a small organizer pouch that I use for carrying receipts. I have to do expense reports. I feel like this is a running theme in the videos I make. So that's the Pilot, and what I'd like to do is disconnect these items and let's pack this stuff into the Co-Pilot. Now, I didn't have the Pilot packed to the gills. This is how I carry the Pilot on a daily basis. And while you could certainly put more in here, it means more weight to carry, so that's always a consideration. But I can also, I'll show you, I can pack everything we have here into the Co-Pilot. Now, if I had a 13-inch laptop, of course, that wouldn't fit into the Co-Pilot, but that's one of the nice things about the 12-inch MacBook. Now, the Pilot that you saw is, I don't know, a week and a bit old, I think. And this Co-Pilot is from back in 2010 when it first came out, so a little bit change in design. The zippers back then were also AquaGuard, but they were, the teeth were on the inside, and you had the smooth surface on the outside. And Tom Bihn figured out that the zippers are just as water resistant if they're turned the other way, and they actually get less wear over time. So we're gonna organize things maybe a little bit differently. One of the things is going to be the Pilot had an iPad mini size pocket, so I think what I'm going to do is I put the sketch pad into one of the compartments back here rather than into the iPad mini pocket, because the iPad mini pocket is absent. And let's put our notebook in here as well. And so the notebook is a little bit tight, and I think that has to do with I put bigger rings on here. It used to fit better with the smaller rings, but the smaller rings made it too tight. But I'll show you that this is a full-size iPad, it's an iPad Pro actually, the 9.7 inch. You can slide that in here as well if you'd like to have two pieces of electronics. And then we're going to put where's our phone? The phone is still in the Pilot. And then the phone we'll put into the ultra suede lined phone pocket from back in the day. I think also, we'll keep this where we had it, our second aid pouch, but it probably gets a little, I don't think I'll be able to put the tripod in there. I could squeeze it, but it would be too tight. Let's slide our hydro flask in here. And the design with the eyelet at the bottom, that's there in the co-pilot as well. And then the pen pockets are a little bit different here. There's 4 pen pockets and no iPhone pocket in the co-pilot. So I think we're going to let our multi-tool just hang at the bottom. Put our lotion on top of that. Get our keys attached to the O-ring along with our wallet. Let's slide those in there. And then let's get our lip balm into, so I've filled 2 pockets so far, 3 pen pockets with the Tom Bihn pen, and we'll attach our mini organizer pouch. I'm looking for the O-ring over here because that's where it is on the Pilot, but it's on the top with the co-pilot, at least with this iteration. I don't know if that's changed since then. And then we'll take our eyeglass cleaning cloth, slide that back here. We can attach it to the O-ring, but I think if I do that, it's going to be in the way of getting the stuff out, so I'm just going to let that float. And then I'll also let the small organizer pouch just float back there. Oh, and our gum and our Kleenex and then our spork. So that's all in there nicely. I think what we'll do with our tripod will actually fit, I think, nicely. That works out. And that can go on top of the deck of cards. No, I think I'm going to actually just lay that right on top instead of having it poke in the back, the little tripod. So there you go. And then you can see this is much more full relative to how the Pilot looked at the beginning. But we'll take our shop vac, slide that into our back pocket. So let's try that out. Voila, we have the co-pilot. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that was helpful. Have a great day. Bye now.